Tiago Forte, Building a Second Brain, a proven method to organize your digital life and unlock your creative potential. Welcome to the summary of Building a Second Brain, where you will discover the proven method to organize your digital life and unlock your creative potential. In this book, author Tiago Forte introduces the concept of a second brain, which can help you streamline your scattered thoughts, manage information overload, and prioritize your daily tasks. The 4 fundamental steps, known as code, capture, organize, distill, and express, guide you in creating your second brain. This summary will take you through each step and provide additional insights and examples along the way, including practical assignments to help you along the path to creating your second brain.
Building your second brain. By creating a second brain, you can transform your day-to-day productivity and focus on what truly matters. This can be achieved by using the 4-step process: capture, organize, distill, and express. In this passage, we focus on the capture aspect. Learn how to effectively capture information inputs that spark your interest and centralize them in one digital space. With a well-functioning second brain like John, you, too, can excel in your personal and professional life. Meet John and Amelia, both knowledge workers. The difference between them? John has a second brain, while Amelia doesn't. Amelia's day starts with scattered thoughts and little productivity, while John wakes up with ideas that he quickly types down in a notes app. By refining and organizing his thoughts effectively, John can prioritize his time and stay productive in every aspect of his life. So, how can you build a second brain like John's? You just need to crack the code: capture, organize, distill, and express. In this passage, we'll focus on the capture aspect. We are constantly bombarded with information in the form of quotes, images, articles, memories, musings, and more. The key is to capitalize on those inputs by capturing anything that ignites your interest. Capturing information can be as simple as taking a screenshot, bookmarking an article, or recording a voice note. You might think you already capture information, but there are 2 common mistakes that may be holding you back from having a fully functioning second brain. Firstly, you might be capturing the wrong things. Instead of overcrowding your digital space with irrelevant information, focus on capturing knowledge assets, pieces of information that serve as solutions, time savers, sources of inspiration, or perspective shifters. Secondly, it's essential to centralize the knowledge you capture. While there are numerous digital tools available for capturing information, they should all connect back to one central digital space, your second brain. Utilize a standard digital notes app to consolidate your captures and maintain a streamlined, organized mental space. If you still feel overwhelmed with all the information you're capturing, take a page from Nobel Prize-winning physicist Richard Feynman's book. Feynman maintained a list of core questions that he wanted to answer in his research. He filtered information he encountered based on its relevance to his core questions, often finding unexpected connections and solutions. Creating your list of core questions can help you stay focused and make the best use of your knowledge assets. To put this capture concept into practice, challenge yourself to identify 2 key knowledge takeaways from the last 24 hours. Capture these takeaways and incorporate them into your second brain. Remember, like John, the goal is to be more intentional about how you consume and organize information, enhancing both your personal and professional life. Building your digital cathedral. The way you construct your digital environment influences your thinking, much like a physical space does. Using the cathedral analogy, it's essential to organize your digital knowledge assets for efficient and inspired thought. The PARA system, consisting of projects, areas, resources, and archives, offers a framework for organizing these assets in an outcome-oriented manner. By assigning your knowledge assets to these categories and regularly clearing your digital workspace, you can foster meaningful processing and reflection. Do you know that the environment you inhabit influences the way you perceive and interact with information? Imagine yourself in a breathtaking cathedral with Gothic arches and vaulted ceilings, where your thoughts soar high, contemplating the purpose of life. Then, picture yourself in a cluttered, chaotic room, the ability to focus seems impossible. Our digital spaces also exhibit a similar effect on our thinking process. Think about your knowledge assets, the bits of information you collect and store as you navigate the digital world. It's essential to arrange them like a magnificent cathedral, ensuring structure and motivation for profound thinking. Avoid infinite clutter by capturing and organizing these assets to prevent information overload. The first impulse may be to organize your digital space by subject categories, but this is ineffective. Instead, treat your digital domain like a kitchen, where items are organized by process and outcome, not by the type of food. To make your digital space outcome-oriented, arrange your knowledge assets according to their actionability. Introducing the PARA system: projects, areas, resources, and archives. These 4 domains form the blueprint for an organized digital space, with the flexibility to encompass as many dedicated folders as required. 1. Projects. These are short-term objectives with deadlines that you are actively working towards. Examples include designing a website or planning a vacation. 2. Areas. Unlike projects, areas involve ongoing commitments that need consistent oversight without specific delivery dates. Personal finances are an example of an area. 3. Resources. This domain contains topics that pique your curiosity but haven't yet turned into projects or areas. Your diverse hobbies and interests, like beekeeping or astrophysics, find a home here. 4. Archives. Completed projects, outdated areas, and temporarily irrelevant interests reside in the archives. While not immediately pertinent, they should remain part of your digital space for future reference. Organize your knowledge assets by assigning them to one of these 4 areas based on actionability, projects being the most actionable and archives being the least. However, avoid organizing them immediately upon capturing. Process them in batches with an analytical view and the broader context in mind. As a bonus tip, initiate a digital workspace cleansing by archiving all existing files. Dealing with a heap of old files can obstruct building an efficient digital environment. After clearing your workspace, take a mental inventory of ongoing projects and create folders for 2 or 3 of them. This refreshed digital cathedral will optimize your thinking and creativity, helping you manage information effectively and efficiently. Mastering knowledge distillation. Have you ever woken up with an amazing idea but struggled to make sense of it later? With the Code Systems Distill method, you can save, organize, and distill knowledge in a way that it remains accessible, relevant, and highly efficient. The process, inspired by an old Chinese proverb, involves layered distillation, making the most crucial insights easily discoverable. Investing time in distilling knowledge up front saves you time in the long run, allowing you to engage with information at a desired level without needing to revisit everything. You've probably experienced waking up with a brilliant idea only to find it incomprehensible when you try to revisit it later. The key to avoiding this issue lies in not only capturing and organizing knowledge but also distilling it, ensuring accessibility and relevancy. There's a wise old Chinese proverb that can simplify this concept: to gain knowledge, add something every day; to gain wisdom, subtract something every day. Embracing the spirit of this proverb, the distill step in the code system revolves around the idea of subtraction, extracting and condensing key information to create potent knowledge assets. Picture this 4-layer distillation process in action. First, you save an article that piques your curiosity. Second, you read it and highlight essential passages. Third, you bold essential notions and expressions within those passages. Finally, you write an executive summary of the key ideas, expressed in a few concise sentences. When engaging with this distilled information, focus only on parts that intrigued you and align with your goals. It's crucial to make the most distilled information easily discoverable. For instance, your executive summary should be the first thing you encounter when revisiting a knowledge asset, enabling quick access to crucial takeaways. Although distilling might seem time-consuming, it saves you even more time in the long run. By organizing and distilling captured knowledge, there's no need to review everything to recall its relevance. Additionally, You can effortlessly engage with your information at varying levels, skim summaries, refresh the highlighted ideas, or review the entire content. If you're seeking inspiration to start distilling, consider the renowned documentary filmmaker Ken Burns. His documentaries are masterclasses in distillation, with only 1 hour of every 50 hours of captured footage making the final cut. Eager to put the distillation technique in practice? Set aside 30 minutes, sip on your favorite beverage, and read an article that's been on your to-do list. Follow the layers of distillation by reading the text, highlighting key passages, emboldening critical ideas, and penning an executive summary. Embrace the art of distillation and unlock a higher level of understanding and retention. Unleash your second brain. We've reached the express step in the code system, which is all about putting your new knowledge to use. To make the most of your well-organized second brain, break down your projects into small, actionable chunks called intermediate packets. By working with these packets and seeking feedback early, you can accomplish big projects more efficiently. As you create and reuse intermediate packets, you'll gain a deeper understanding of your subject matter and become an expert. Tackle your projects with an 80% completion mindset to increase your chances of success. You've invested time and energy into creating a fully functioning second brain. Now, it's time to let it shine and demonstrate what you've learned. Whether you're working on a professional task, a personal project, or launching a side hustle, it's essential to leverage the knowledge you've captured and organized. But how can you best tackle these ventures? Enter intermediate packets. Intermediate packets are small, actionable steps in a larger journey. Imagine a pile of Lego bricks. The more pieces you possess, the more elaborate and fascinating structures you can create. The same principle applies to your projects. Rather than diving headfirst into huge undertakings, break them down into manageable portions for easier execution and optimization. Professionals in various industries, like software developers and TV producers, already employ this tactic. Aside from making big projects more digestible, intermediate packets offer another advantage: they allow for continuous feedback throughout the process. This promotes flexibility and minimizes any wasted effort if you have to change direction. Additionally, these packets can be reused and modified for future endeavors, increasing overall efficiency. Now, it's time to retrieve those intermediate packets from your second brain. Help yourself in the future by tagging the information and knowledge you gather and capturing relevant keywords. By utilizing the tagging feature in search bar, you can quickly access these packets when needed. For example, if you need to write an FAQ section for your company website, simply search the FAQ tag for relevant content. When it's time to update, just search the tag again and add new information. One of the most compelling reasons to express yourself using your second brain is embodied by the Latin phrase, verum ipsum factum, which translates to, we only know what we make. According to 18th century philosopher Giambattista Vico, we can't truly grasp a concept until we've put it into practice. As you apply the knowledge and insights you've collected to create something new, you'll solidify your expertise. Before diving into your projects, remember this simple strategy: only begin a project that is 80% complete. This means you've laid the groundwork for success and are more likely to see it through to the end. So, don't wait any longer. Begin transforming ideas, dreams, and plans into reality, with your second brain guiding the way.
In conclusion, Building a Second Brain has shown you the secrets to constructing a highly functional digital companion that enhances your thinking and productivity. By following the code method, you can capture, organize, distill, and express your knowledge and creative ideas. Transition from a cluttered, forgetful digital world to becoming the master of a digital cathedral that inspires and empowers you. As you explore your newfound breakthroughs by working in intermediate packets, your productivity and creativity will soar immensely. It's time to elevate your life and discover your true potential with the help of your second brain.